Winner of this game makes a cool $55,000. That's a lot of money for a video game here, boys. We have Abram versus TNC Fancy. He no longer goes by TNC Fancy, but that's why I still call him. Now, Fancy, we missed it, but he got a very big kick return. So he's already on the 34-yard line, and he's starting out on offense in the bunch strong formation. This is going to be out of the Jets playbook, and he immediately goes to a double corner route combo. Now, he throws the ball away. Safe throwaway right there. That's what you want to do. So many people, I see it constantly, dude. You probably do it where you're bagged and you still throw something stupid or you take a giant sack to your backside. And this isn't a night out. You can't be taking sacks like that. Look, he's going to audible over to this bunch strong again. This becomes such a meta formation this year. So I really didn't see it coming. And he's just going, ooh, you cannot fit that one in. That is a scary throw. I watched bits and parts of this game live, and it's a weird one. It's a weird one. So let's see. After the big kick return, immediately throws 2 incompletions. Fancy's typically one of the best offensive players in the world. I used to play with Fancy all the time back in Madden 19, Madden 20, Madden 21. We got into the Madden scene around the same time, literally at the same time. And an inaccurate right there from Fancy. Look, 3 straight plays, and every single one of them is some version of corner route right here underneath it, and then fade or streak. Double corners, trying to isolate the flat defender, push the deep zone defender back, and you kind of hit one of these corners. And watch right here, he actually gets one of these open, but he's just unable to actually throw it right here. It's inaccurate, which is just, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. 0 for 3, and now he's going for a big 4th and 10. This is Abram's first ever Madden Bowl appearance, and this is Fancy's second or third. I can't remember exactly. But you're going to see he's going to audible right back to bunch strong offset again. And this time, I have to imagine he's going to go with a different route combo. Yeah, and this is really popular. We actually have a video on this channel breaking down this style of route combo. With How Route Master, he puts a crosser right here. And that's the only real actual Hot Route Master he needs to do because he has a drag right here. 4th and 10, you're probably not going to hit that. This wheel could be thrown early in this area or potentially late depending on the coverage. And then this halfback streak is a sneaky route this year that's super good. A lot of people are running it at a super high level. Let's see what happens on the play. Like these halfback streaks, never really used before in Madden too much. And now they're super good. He's going to, oh, let's watch this back, dude. Because that's actually, he hits that halfback streak. Look at this. The pocket, he scrambles up. I'm surprised he taps RT here. Because when you tap RT, you are triggering the D line to shed. That was, great play, really good pocket presence. I'm shocked that he hit RT. I think he just was going to scramble up the middle, then saw the opening for the pass. Now he's going to audible over to the bunch tight end, call it inside zone right here. Pretty basic, nothing too crazy to break down. Jukes, though, a lot of people are not utilizing juke moves as well as you could be. Juke moves are so good in Madden 24. Pretty much every Madden has a skill move for that year that's really good. All right, Madden 22, it was a spin move. Madden 20, it was a stiff arm. I can't remember. Madden 23, maybe there wasn't a great one. I can't remember. But Madden 24, it is the juke. I guess Madden 23, I think Jurtling was pretty good last year. It's just escaping my mind. But typically, there's one move that's really good. Madden 21 and air trucking. And right there, he's going to fall just short. 3rd and goal from the 1. And this can be a tough area. He's calling this from Trey open. I guess he just likes the inside zone from this. I don't know why, but he does. He's going to go. I'm surprised he didn't dolphin dive. And that's going to bring him to a 4th and goal from the 1, which sucks. Man, he's going to hurry up. He's going to audible down. He has 2 he has 2 running backs in this set right here. Is that Dre Archer on the top right side? Looks like it. And he's just going to stay in the tray open. I'm surprised he's in this. He just goes back to inside zone, jurls up that time, touchdown. It's so hard to blow up runs every single time. And Fancy could kind of tell Abram wasn't stopping those runs because he was like gap shooting them. He was stopping them just because they got clogged up. And in Madden, when the runs get clogged up, but you only need a yard, you'll typically find a way to get that yard if you run it a couple of times. Had Abram actually blown up the runs, I think we would have seen a little bit different play call. Houston, Texas for Abram. I'm in Austin. Favorite foods, tacos. Favorite Madden 24. He knows 3 languages. Really? That's right behind my face cam, so I apologize. But his fun fact is that he knows 3 languages. That's actually fire. He's in the Bears play, but we're going to see some kind of off-meta stuff by him, a lot of different stuff. 3 languages is insane. So down here in Texas, right, I'm from Michigan, and obviously Texas, Austin, we're about 8 hours away from Mexico. So a lot of people here are like bilingual where they know English, obviously, and then they know Spanish. I'm interested what his third language is. Because like that's why I assume it's English and Spanish, just because Houston, Texas, a lot of a lot of like Spanish population, I guess. But that's a cool fun fact, dude. A lot of people have lame fun facts. That's fire. But notice he's running the same route combo where we're attacking with double corners on the bunch side. It's so good. Usually people are calling it from like a corner strike type play. You'll have a short corner and then you hot route a deep corner. And I mean, it's just so good. But he actually hit the backside, which a lot of people don't do a great job of. And now, man, he's just going to a route combo we've talked about for years. If you've watched this channel, you watch Comp Madden, what do we have here? What's this route combo called? We just call it slant post. Very, very simple. Slant post. You have a clear out route and then some sort of flat route. He has a zig to make the flat route on the left, like that. Actually had the zig super early in the scene. Not gonna throw. It's gonna try throwing it away. Had that zig. One of the nice things with zig routes. I mean, obviously, zigs beat man coverage. Zigs are a flat attacking route because they kind of have that pivot, right? They're almost like you can almost think of it as like a delayed flat route, or they act as like a mini hitch for a second, and so you could throw that kind of fast in the seam. Look, same route combo right here, double corner. Watch the backside. And he's doing a really good job immediately, right? He hit this pocket last play when he called this, and now he's going to the right flat. A lot of people get caught looking at short corner, deep corner. He's actually doing a good job attacking underneath, which is that's kind of fancy. Man, I don't know what Fancy's thoughts are on Abram. But I know a lot of people, the kind of mindset is that, they're always looking for the home run play, especially in big tournaments like this. It can be easy to overlook some of the underneath stuff. And so my guess Fancy is willingly giving that stuff up, seeing if he's going to attack it. And he's doing a good job. And this is something, he went to Trey Y Flex right there, called the play dagger. Immediately hits a flat route. That's cool. He's adding some different stuff. Now he's going to verticals out of bunch strong. Let's see. Ooh, motion Dre Archer out 5 wide. 5 wide has become popular in Madden, but it's not coming out in 5 wide, but it's makeshifting it with motioning the halfback out of the backfield. There's that zig kind of early right there. And the reason people have started going 5 wide is that there's 2 ways to attack the field on offense when you're passing. You can attack vertically, and you can attack horizontally. Now, different routes can do those differently, but when you go 5 wide, because you're so spaced out, you're naturally attacking horizontally already. Ooh, he throws off back foot. Touchdown. Dot. That was... I appreciate the laugh from him. That was insane. There's something that you're going to see in this tournament called blue passing. And what that is, he tried to do it right here, but he actually messed up. Blue passing is a way to essentially get your passing to be accurate every single time you throw the ball. And we're going to see more of those kind of off the back foot throws that are actually perfect accuracy as this tournament goes on. That one right there wasn't, though. He messed it up. But you can get it to where that throw right there is accurate every single time. He just got lucky after messing it up right there. But yeah, so we're seeing people space the field out in 5 wide more, which gives you ability, obviously, to attack vertically with any of those players, but immediately you're attacking horizontally, right? Let's say, for example, you're running, a gun tight type of set. Well, gun tight, it's hard to attack horizontally. It takes some time because everyone's compressed. But if you motion somebody out or a halfback out of the backfield out wide, well, now you're able to attack horizontally immediately off the snap. Really cool thing that people are starting to do in Madden, which was not very popular, even a year ago, 2 years ago. Really, the first person I saw doing it in Comp Madden was Noah Up Next, who actually he has not made this Madden Bowl. He had kind of a down year. Good defense right there from Abram. Every play from Fancy outside the goal line has been this bunch strong. I mean, it just shows like it's very popular formation. He's going to a little bit of different route combo right here. So you can see it, yeah. So he's still utilizing that halfback streak. It's just so good. And then he goes with the basic a little flood combo right here. Short corner, that. And then this clear out has potential hit this post in this area and this area. Routes that are able to get hit across the, like, a lot of people look for routes in a very specific area, right? But a post route can be thrown right here, or it can be thrown on the sideline. There's that short corner. Excuse me, there's that short corner, which is really cool. A lot of people do a bad job of, they put a post on the field and they only look for it in the middle of the field, or they only look for it on the sideline. But you could do either. There's that quick snap to the double corner concept. He should have R1. He throws it. Just gotta get away from the KO. That's how close those throws are, man. A lot of beating those KOs can be animation based and patience. Ooh, now we're seeing him go here. What route combo is he running right here, boys? What route combo is this? Show your play art. Dang it, Fancy. What route combo is this? Tell me. You need to know it. It's called slant post. slant, post. We have a flat route right here. That's going to push. See, the reason this flat route is so important, a lot of people overlook this, is he goes out here, right? So what happens to the flat defender on this side? He has to go all the way to the sideline, opening up more space in the middle for this slant to be able to get thrown. If there's no flat route here, let's say this guy's a flat guy, he can drift all the way in here because no one's pushing him to the sideline. Because this running back's on a flat to the sideline, this guy has to stay way out here, which is, it just opens up more of the field, right? Then we have that post. Tight end posts are really, really good. And he actually is not going to have it. One of the issues with slant posts this year, and you kind of saw it on that play, is that the slants kind of run weird. They can stop. I actually don't love slant post as much this year, just due to the fact that slants can stop. They can be inconsistent. They can be weird bumping. I'd rather have like an angle route. Maybe, I mean, some people do it with a drag. I don't like in routes because they're kind of slow, but see what the play call is right here. Again, out of the bunch strong. And okay. I'm not as big of a fan of this. And he got insta-shedded and bagged anyways. 3-man rush. End of the first quarter, 7-7. Good ball game so far. Good ball game. 3rd and 15. Here's the thing, dude. Like, this route combo is so good, right? 3rd and 15. He's going back to it. Abram probably has a good idea. You can start predicting these play calls. And honestly, Fancy's being kind of predictable with how much he's calling. He's almost calling it so much to where on defense, I'd be like, are you going to call this again? You know what I mean? Because, like, we're in a big game, Fancy, great player. Are you really going to call this combo again? And the answer is yes. The answer really is yes right here. This can be tough to defend. You need a deep zone. You usually need to man up the short corner. Or depending, you need to man up the deep corner. You usually have to man up one of the corner routes. And that right there gets bagged. A little poor accuracy. Low-key could have been a pick. And Fancy's going to settle for 3. Let's skip ahead to get Abram back in offense. Abram going in, again, in the Bears playbook. He's at Bears QB sweep. Bears playbook is glitched in practice mode, I believe, still. At least it was. It's been glitched for a while. And this is a cool route combo. Both of them using Hot Route Master at quarterback. CJ Stroud, probably the best QB in the game. Gets gift wrapped. Gunslinger, Hot Route Master, all that. Fancy sending the A-gap pressure. And so this is really an area. Yeah, you see Abram's reaction. That was pretty funny. Fancy's. This is an area where, like, this is why I say set feet lead should be out of the game. Look at this. I mean, the ball's going right here. I mean, this is I don't know exactly who this guy is, but, like, and that's a great defender. Like, this is, this has to be picked. But the set feet lead, pass feet lead, the ball travels so fast that defenders just can't react to it. Even with, like, look, he actually lit up a little bit on that play. Who is that, 29? Is that Eric Berry? I mean, he's got to have 90s. I mean, he's the best card you can have, basically, give or take, right? Has to be picked off. But set feet lead is so powerful, which is why you need to run it, because that's why set feet lead is so good, is that type of throw right there. You can fit it into insane windows. It's just like, what do you even do? I personally think set feet lead needs to be out of the game. Gunslinger's cool. I think Gunslinger's fine. I'm a big believer in Gunslinger being good for the game. But check this out. He's going back to this little flat. And instead of slant post, he's going drag post. Same idea, though. Same concept, right? Looking. Nothing really there. And great pocket. Notice how these guys aren't, like, they might drift back a little bit, which is necessary at times, but they're not, they're not just falling back all the way. And I've said it a lot in these breakdown videos where on 1st and 10, if they beat you anywhere as a defense, if you're Fancy, the quarterback run up the middle is what you want to get beat on. That's such a hard thing to do every single play. It takes a lot of skill. It's very risky because you could get hit and fumble with your quarterback. Good dot right there to the flat from Abram, though. I like this. I mean, he's running a lot of, kind of unique plays, playing the game a little bit different. And now he's going to a read option, which we don't really see, especially out of the tight slots. Boom. Gonna keep it. No, he's going to hand it off Drouger. Juke outside. Good click on from Fancy. Maybe should have juked inside right there. Hindsight, obviously. And now he's motioning across. Like, you'll just see him do. This is, I think Abram's a good example of somebody, running meta, but making it thrown. You don't really see people motioning a guy across to create the flood concept with a drag underneath or the backside drag. You don't see people doing that like that. You don't see people, implementing some of the plays that he does. Trey Y flex dagger. And it goes, I think it helps, kind of go to show that you can play the game in a good way that isn't totally meta while putting yourself in a great position to win. Has B, throws B. Oh, very, very rarely is that an overthrow. And this is just your first look, right? You have this kind of seam streak right here. If this guy bails, this guy doesn't immediately. If that pretty much, you're not even looking so much at if that guy bails, right? And if this guy does that, you're more so looking at if this area is open, which means that this guy bailed and this guy does something. You just immediately boom. Like that is your first read. And if it's not, you could probably hit that drag underneath. Very basic high low. Just misses it. Dang. That one definitely should have been caught for a touchdown. And now what is he doing from Y trips offset? Another slant post idea. This is the same idea, right? Tight end crosser, angle route. Same idea though. Slant post. I mean, I can call this angle crosser, but they're the same thing, so I'm just gonna call it slant post, right? It's a concept. And he's doing it from a weird formation. Point of the matter being, what is Civ Dog trying to get across to you? That should have been picked off. His route actually stopped. It was a wheel route that like stopped on the sideline. He's actually annoyed by that. But you can run a lot of these concepts from different stuff, man. It's best out of certain formations, it is, but you can apply it to a lot. You can apply it to however you want to play the game. That's why I don't get why people are like, I don't even care what the meta is. I want to play the game my own way. It's like, if you want to do algebra your own way, wouldn't you still need to learn how to do basic algebra? Like, you can't just make up your own way of doing algebra. You need to learn how to do algebra, then find your own methods. Pressure, dollar A gap, sacks Abram. Gonna be a 10-10 ball game. He's gonna kick this, and we have 2 minutes left in the second. Good defense, but that's really where that A gap blitz. It's out of FS zone blitz in dollar 4-6 playbook from Fancy, Chiefs playbook from Fancy. One of the two doesn't really matter. They're essentially the same for our purposes. He's gonna kick that 3. We got 10-10 ball game. Fancy got ball before half. I believe Fancy will be getting ball at half. No, Abram gets ball at half. So these guys are actually pretty equally matched right now. Biggest thing Fancy can't do is let Abram get points before half. He needs to really make this the last drive of the half and ideally go up some points. Minute 53 left. And he's going to start with a halfback base. And really, I think that the big thing with that, missed dive, juke. The big thing with the starting out with the halfback base right there, you have enough time. You really just want to get the clock kind of moving a little bit. Easy play to start running the clock down because you are playing, you're trying to score, obviously, but you're playing a little bit of a clock game here where you want this to be the last drive of the half. And I wouldn't be surprised he drips this down to underneath 10 at the minimum. He can go just straight verticals from this. No, he goes to 12. Good quick throw right there. Boom. Gets pile driven. I will say, dude, and I've said this throughout the year a little bit, but I don't think I've mentioned it in a second, bro, is that my favorite thing in this Madden is all the different animations they've added with the tackling. Like, there are some fire animations. We can all hate Madden. Scarier throw. We can all hate Madden as much as we want, whatever, complain. They've added some sick tackling animations, right? Just heard a bang. All right, if you guys see me get robbed in this video, I will still post it on YouTube, and you'll see it like a couple days probably after I get robbed, but there's definitely a loud bang outside my apartment. Whatever. In the bunch strong again. What we got here? This is an old I love that, dude. Old concept from Fancy with the ghost, but I just don't know if that's any better than a streak right there. Huh. Yeah, dude, Fancy, I remember, like, we used to play it all the time when we were in a crew called TNC. I was one of the founding members. So was Fancy. Fancy actually got into TNC from winning a tournament that we hosted to see, like, winner of it would join TNC. And this was before I had done anything. This was before Decroft wasn't a Madden player yet. J-Wall had never done anything. All the TNC guys, like, we had just started, and Fancy actually won that tournament, and then he joined TNC, and then everybody started getting really, really good. They got good in Madden 19, I got good in Madden 20, and had he not won that tournament, Fancy probably just doesn't play Madden that seriously. Like, it's actually crazy to think about. But they all got started in trips, and there's a lot of cool concepts that you see sometimes still carry over. That ghost route in the previous play is one of them. Good little dot right there. 29 seconds left. Now, if you're Fancy, right, let's say you score, like, you'll score a touchdown at a minimum with 24 seconds left. So at this point, you're just score a touchdown, right? Score a touchdown. Time doesn't matter anymore. You're just trying to score. He goes double corner routes to the top right. I mean, he loves this double corners, but it's not there. Good defense right there. That's just solid D. 23 seconds. 3rd and 3. See what Fancy ends up doing on 3rd and 3. Not really going to be running the ball here. Ideally, I mean, you should be able to pick up the first. And let's go. Drop back. 3-man rush. Got all day. Good defense. Throws it. It's going to be tight. And the KOs get him. Sometimes those double tackle animation will knock the ball loose. And I watched this live, man. I don't get why Fancy goes for this 4th and 3. Let This is just so aggressive. This is man, there's two things that this is from Fancy for going for it right here. I'm gonna explain why I think this sucks. The first thing it is that it's a you suck thing towards Abram. Like this is what you do when you just think you're incredibly better at the guy than the person you're playing, and that you should be able to pick up the first down easy and score the touchdown easily. Because if you pick up this first down, that takes 5 seconds. Then you have 13 seconds to, I guess, take a shot to the end zone. It's just unlikely that you score unless you literally think the dude you're playing sucks. The second thing is that you're just not thinking all the way through. You're just not thinking. And the third thing is that you're just really misjudging how much 18 seconds is, right? Because you kick this field goal that goes through the uprights of 14 seconds, and you're up 3 going to half. Rolls out, throws that one. No, it's picked off. And it wasn't even the worst play call, but he rolled out to the left or to the right and tried throwing it to the left, so it gets picked off. And you see what I'm saying? Like that play ends with 9 seconds. Had he caught that even, it would have ended with 9 or 8 seconds. Maybe takes one more shot to the end zone. Just like a really a call, man, just a call that's like it just costs you points. Like the reward on that specifically is so low because you're still gonna end up settling for 3. It makes way more sense if you can still get 7 that drive, but you just can't really. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Let's see. 9 seconds left though for Abram. He has a chance now to get a field goal range too. Quick throws to corner, gets knocked out. 5 seconds left. He's gonna go for a little bomb ski, and nothing happens. We're going to halftime. 10-10. Fancy really should be up 13-10 right here. Kind of a blunder. Losing sucks, but winning is fun. Using the same strategies that I've used to become one of the best Madden players in the world year after year, Civil.gg has been designed with the average Madden player in mind, and it will transform your game overnight, regardless of what game mode you play or how good you are at the game right now. We have helped thousands of Madden players just like yourself win more games, so if you are tired of losing, check out the link in the top of the description and use code PREMIUM for 25% off a yearly or monthly membership. And now, let's get back to the video. So, Abram with the ball, he just ran the ball for and got -3 yards. EA cut to this part of it fast. So, sorry, we missed the first run of the half. 2nd and 13, though. Let's see what happened. It's obviously going to be a pass wide out of the tight slots formation. Fancy send the A-gap. No, he's not. Just a little 3-man rush. Notice how often these dudes just send 3. Send 3 is really good in this game. Send 3 is really good. It's very hard to justify. What's so hard to justify is like send 4 with 4 down lineman sets. If you're running a send 4 shed defense, you literally just be better running a send 3 shed defense. Just because you'd have that extra guy in coverage for the same pass rush results. That's really like a fact of the matter. Only time you'd be sending 4, there's a knockout, 4th down. Only time you'd be sending 4 is when you're sending a 4-man blitz, where that extra guy has a chance to actually come free and sack the quarterback, right? You're just sending a shed defense, pretty much want to send 3. You'll get the same results. Especially the nice thing about that is that you get an extra guy in coverage, which makes a huge difference. 4th and 13. I'm curious. So Fancy has sent the slot corner off the edge a few times, but he'd usually start out back here. This time, because he's backing him off, he backed off both of these dudes, which is actually a little thing, a little like hidden hack almost, to help your A-gap blitz come in. I don't know why this is the case. Offensive line blocking is very just dumb in Madden. I don't even want. It's just like it's unlogical. There's offensive line logic is unlogical, and so high potential for this blitz to come in right here. And he's gonna have 7 people in coverage. 4th and 13. Let's see. Motion's 5 wide, and now you see we go from a tight set to a kind of more spread out set where we can attack horizontally pretty easily. Abram trying to set up pass protection. Let's see the A gap. A gap's gonna get picked up. Rolls out, throws it. That's gonna have to be a laze. And he gets the sideline knockout animation where you hold on to the ball. That's tough. That's part of the game, though. It's actually pretty, like, you can pretty much, like, consistently guarantee on some of those sideline knockout animations when it's going to happen and when it won't for you to still catch the ball. And that's a consistent animation. He loves this slant post concept, and he's got a quick throw the flat, I think. Let's go, boom. No, he doesn't. Anything there. Throws a halfback late, and he gets that weird, like, kind of bounce thing. Motion the halfback from bunch strong into a 5 wide again. So taking away the threat of a run. Let's see what we have here. Good. Oh, he tried rolling out. We got caught on his right tackle. You see how fast these three-man sheds can be, though. Like, they really can be powerful. You just gotta be blitzing your user and have him near the line. Right there's that pressure, but he actually gets picked up pretty well. Fancy's right to be upset at this point. Yeah, I'd be upset. That should be picked. That's just a late read. Like, he had it early. Just a late read from Abram. Although, on Abram's side, I mean, he's staying alive. He's throwing balls that, I mean, like, the sideline throw is a consistent knockout catch, a completion. So, that's that. It was a dot. That one, it's a tough pick, but that's the type of ball where I wish in Madden it got picked every time. What is this on 4th and 17? What are we doing? I mean, this is a ridiculously huge down. And this is why Fancy kick 3 earlier would make such a big difference. He'd be up 3 with a chance to get ball back, go up 10. Sense of pressure, Fancy, got to throw it quick. Boom, incomplete. Bang, bang, bang. Good pressure off the left edge right there from Fancy. And now, Fancy with a chance to take the lead. Should, again, hate to like stay on this, but like points are so important in Madden. I mean, all these games at this stage pretty much come down to a one possession game, right? And so squandering a 3-point thing can be such a big difference. Yo, got the corner out, gonna miss the throw with another poor accuracy. Fancy's had a couple of those, I believe. He might just go back to the same, okay, not double corner. He might have it. No. Oh. Dude, what happened right there? Okay, so Fancy just tried running a essentially a flood concept to the wide side of the field. The outside quarter or outside third, whatever that was, just match onto his corner route. And that actually happens kind of consistently when you do it to the wide side. I'm surprised he did that. I'm surprised he did that, truthfully. With no clear out or anything. That was actually kind of a sell by Fancy. I don't know. That was definitely a sell. Maybe the stock fade usually clears it out, but that felt like a sell. That felt like a very obvious, not open type throw. Abram with the ball back, though, dude, he's been kind of blessed by Fancy just making dumb decisions. That pick before half, you gotta take a 7-point lead here. Fancy keeps on kind of messing up on his own, almost like beating himself. You just can't keep him in the game. You gotta make him lose now. Simple as that. Quick throw to that flat. Good read right there. Good read. That's one of those like kind of constraint routes that I'll talk about a lot on Civil GG and some of our schemes. Right there's a player's lounge. I'll talk about in a lot of our schemes where you need plays that essentially make the defense respect kind of little annoying things. So RPO reads are a really good example of this, where they got to respect the bubble, they got to respect the run, and they got to respect the keeper on the same play, which is just a little constraint play for that you can use in the confines of your offense and sprinkle it in here and there while they're worried about all your power plays, all your big hitters, right? And so something like that, even with that play, they got to respect that short flat. Boom. Going back to the player's lounge again. Now he's in the bunch wide. Ooh. Yeah, he's running some different stuff from Bears, man. It's cool to see. And he's running some meta stuff. Going 5 wide, Dre Archer. What's he do? Put him on a streak or a wheel or a drag? Show you point out. Yep, low drag. Verticals with the drag coming back underneath. Pressure. Quick throw. Ooh, Fancy done a good job mixing in this A-gap blitz, dude. And Abram right there is getting heated up and throwing some, like, even that's kind of close. That one's getting close to the use. Ooh, they like this style of concept. I don't love it. Takes the flat, good. 2nd and 5. 16 for 25 for 221. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this video, or not this video, I wish this video, Madden Bowl is sponsored by Lexus. I can't place my finger on why that feels like such an odd sponsor, but I'm for it, dude. I'm all for it. Nothing there. Throw it away. Gotta throw it away. Great click on, dude. If you take something away from this video, watch this right here. So many of you guys are not doing this. Look at this. Rolls out. Look at this defender. He clicked the right stick in. This defender's coming, right? He's coming. He's going to go tackle CJ Stroud, right? He's going to go boom, boom, boom. Got to leave triangle wide open. No, click on. A lot of people throw a pick right there. Good job by Abram for expecting the click on. That is something you can do. Just tap the B or circle button to switch to the nearest defender, and you'll switch onto that flat defender. Then you can lurk up, kind of play the QB, play that. It's a really high-level thing you do to start getting better at Madden, and it forces turnovers. That is a turnover forcer. Potential wheel right here from Dre Archer, I feel like. I like the idea. No, he's not. Okay. Corner route, wheel, got it. Boom. Holds on to it too through the traffic, down to the 6. And this could take us to the fourth quarter. We're gonna see Abram get up under center. Real tight and snug to the center. Single back deuce close. Little RPO, or not RPO stretch, just regular stretch. D Henry. Does he snap this? And this is an insane play. I remember this. He quiets the crowd. He double teams left. Do you guys see what's about to happen? This is insane. Immediately rolls left. Throw. that is a little gimmick gadget play, which I love in the red zone. He's labbed that. He's done that a few times in his career, I'm sure. And it's a screen. It's a tight end screen play where you just roll out and throw it back across your body. You have those blockers, and he could have scored, right? You saw the opportunity to score right there. The gimmick play, probably a little high risk, I bet. But in the red zone, it's not the worst thing ever. And he got him 4 yards, so he's only second and goal from the 3 right now. A little bit something, especially, man, so many people, especially on this stage, dude, are so used to what the meta red zone stuff is, right? RPO stretches, maybe a post route back to the end zone, something like that, halfback streak, where they have great defense for it. So being able to give the threat of something just weird like that, he had a touchdown potentially. Makes such a difference. Right there's audibling, the single back wing pair, goes with the dive, gets blown up. Fancy is really good red zone defense right there. And that's how you want to blow these runs up, right? You saw Abram earlier against Fancy's runs kind of blowed up by just having everybody, kind of clogging the gaps. Right there, that time actually blows it up in the backfield. Driving back, third and goal, looking. And he ends up dropping it. Oh, now this is, you see this kind of reaction? That's a reaction. Look, this is actually a corner route. This route, the play art was a corner. So he thinks it's going to get thrown in this area, but there's an issue in this game where when routes hit the back of the end zone, they kind of go dumb, and see where he goes. He kind of breaks in. Look at this area. This is actually a touchdown right here if he breaks out. But he throws it, and the route essentially forces him, like this is not his placement. This is where the ball's put, like he's forced to put it right here. There's a little bug in the game that actually cost him a touchdown, or he could have held on to it though. I wish he had held on to it because he called a good play. He just got kind of screwed. He's going to take his 3 though, go up by 3, and we got a 13-10 ball game. My guess on that route too is that he knows there's a threat of that happening, that corner route turned into a post, but it's just like in a situation you kind of have to hope that the cards just fall in your favor, right? Because that's just a thing. There's a threat of certain things happening, but Madden's a fluky game. It just is. So that's what kind of probably happened right there. A little flood concept left. We've seen Fancy run this a few times now. Gonna have and like the anticipation is really good here because his route's not open when he throws it. Like in the area that he throws it, it's not. Look at this again. That's the corner route, by the way. But look, like a lot of people see this, and this guy's right here, kind of covered. And this is a tighter ball, but he's pass leading it right here. What defender is close to that? This guy can't defend it. This guy might be able to hit him as he catches it, and this guy can't defend it. So it's going to be a tight window ball, but it is an open throw. And you see right there, he's able to catch it without anybody touching him for a huge gain immediately. And now he's in field goal range. This is, again, though, just pointing out how little tiny plays and mistakes can make a big difference. Remember, end of half, he didn't take 3. It would be a tie ball game now. Instead, it's not. Tight offset, tight end. Going slant, corner. I mean, I actually hate this. I actually really hate this from Fancy. I don't know why he called it. I think he just called a bomb play that wasn't out there. Huh. I think that was like, the whole point of that was a nuke. I don't know. I'd like to ask Fancy what that route combo was, because that, in my professional opinion, that route combo sucked. Just straight up was not good. Drag, little scary, but good dot. 3rd and 5 now. The issue is, I feel like it was a wasted play. I don't know why you call that double slants play. I really don't. Even if you get a bomb, you don't really want to score that fast either. Oh, little Fancy's play callings. Interesting. Has a flat, doesn't want it, goes halfback streak again, all the way down to 1st and goal from the 6. That's nice for Abram, actually, because he guarantees that Abram's going to get a drive back, which is obviously really good for him. Let's go RPO. No, he's going to pass the ball right here. He could have taken the flat and milked more of the clock, but he's just trying to score. Go, boom. Nothing really there. High balls it. Scary. Dude, if that's If 23 is that Alexander, is that Jair Alexander? I don't know, but he's like probably not very tall, it looks like. If that's like Carmichael, that ball can get lurked. Huh. Fancy low key be playing like a little reckless. A little reckless in the play calls are like a little like, I don't know if that's the most optimal play call. At this point, this stage, this game's winner of this game makes 55K, dude. Drop back. Looking. Go high. He could highball that again. Nothing there. Playmaker. Boom. Good. Really good, dude. This is this is like a thing that you've probably done in man some. Rolls right a little bit. Playmakers left. Able to hit it. And then able to get into the end zone where he could have gotten tackled short. Good job by Fancy. Scores a 7. Up 4 now. Abram with the ball. Money drive time now. 2:39 left. He's going to start this off with a run. Just get the clock moving. Sure, I don't hate that in this situation. To go stretch left. Has a dude bang. And it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Good journal right there. Good journal right there. But that's that's tough. That's tough. Good truck. Wait, good reaction time with the truck. Good journal, right? A lot of people maybe mess that up. But wow, that is a way to get the ball back. Not the worst thing ever for Fancy, because I mean now Fancy just has a money drive, but it's like if you're Fancy, you're like, damn, wish you had to play offense a little bit. Wish you had to play a little bit of offense, but hey. What is that sweatshirt from Fancy? Is that sweat? Yeah. And what is that? What was that little logo? I don't know what that is. I got no idea. I don't know what Abram's sweatshirt is either, but I don't see a logo on that. Although I do see like a little, what is this right here on his chest? Is that a design? I don't know. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Like, okay. This is one of those things, dude. I'm a big believer in this. I've been playing Madden for a very long time at a very high level, and there's just times where you just go, okay, sure. It's like that Niners catch on it's like the Niners catch on when Brandon Ayuk had to hit his face or had to hit the Lions DB's face mask, and then he caught it. You just go, okay, sure, he caught that. Nice. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fancy money drive though, down 3. We have 150 seconds left in this game. I worded that like a mother saying that her child is 47 months old. You could just say 4 years old, but that would be 12, 24, 36, 48. Yeah, just under 4 years. Double corner route. That's the first time he's let that deep corner route up. Abram has. Flood left. You see these guys running these double corner routes to the wide side, and that's the first time he's let up the deep corner route. He's let up the short one a few times. He's let the flat a few times. Huh. The deep one he has not. 2 minutes left. I'd like to imagine Fancy calls a little run play right here, get the clock moving, or burn one of Abram's timeouts, because you got to play a little bit of a clock game. Really, ideally, you score you score a touchdown with no time remaining. Super ideal, obviously, but you're in like score a touchdown mode once you break 30 seconds, right? Once you break underneath 30 seconds, score a touchdown mode. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. You'd like to especially get underneath a minute, which you should be able to do right here, assuming this play is complete. Going back, little user rush. That is an insane lab, and that is just an insane throw. Dude, this play right here is just wild from both players. Look at this. User rush. That's something that Abrams had that he has not used all game. That is intentional. Like, that is something labbed. I don't know what it is on a dime. And then Fancy, immediately seeing it, rolls out. Like, I mean, holy crap, dude. Barely misses a tackle. And then the click on is to Vita Vea, who doesn't have lurk artist. Goes above his head. Good throw by Fancy on the... That was kind of a wild play. Dang. Dang. Good dot. And there was a timeout called right there by Abram, too. Abram trying to guarantee he gets the ball back. Run by Fancy. See, right there, I think you go down if you're Fancy. I actually think you fall down if you're Fancy in that situation, because that's going to allow you to burn more clock, because he scores with a minute 14 left, which is going to give Abram an opportunity to go back down. And we had first half with almost no scoring at all. Second half with, especially the last minute or so, a lot more scoring. I definitely think if you're Fancy, though, 1st and 10, you run that ball, you fall down 2nd inches, burn a timeout of his or another 30 seconds, you should get that first down again. But also, I hate even talking like that, because I've always been, it's just different now on next gen, because offense is so easy. It really is, compared to old Madden and the real NFL and real football. But you have to. The clock's such a big point. I've always been somebody though. I always hate the idea of, and you see like, no. Look, this is why there's a reaction. Watch a player's lounge right here, right? Watch this, watch this, watch this. So no. See, Wesley goes, why did he score? John B is actually saying right now, why did he score? And watch Justin's reaction. This is Justin right here. Is that J-Wall? Hey, J-Wall. Watch the reaction right here. Justin's just like, what do you do? Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, man, how do you not score? But at the same time, the super smart thing is to not score, to burn more clock, to keep the ball in your hands. Abram in a fine spot. 2 timeouts. Just needs to get 7. Just a money drive. Classic money drive. Immediately rushes for 9. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. You want to hold on to your timeouts as long as you can. Get big gains. Really the worst thing you do here is like throw like a hitch for 3 yards, right? Any outbreaking route's cool. Anything deep down the middle, awesome, right? The run play. See, that's this call sucks. This one, I'm shocked by this. Unless he thought he had an instant touchdown, which I mean, maybe he saw that look and thought he had a big run right there, which he almost did. Besides that, I'm like, man, I don't know. Fans gonna keep on sending this A gap. And it's gonna get in again. Abrams 5 outing this A gap, which means that the pressure is gonna come through. But Abrams gonna have to make the quick read. Fancy gives up the short flat, 2nd and 3. 51 seconds left, 2 timeouts, and 52 yards needed for Abram. Ooh, let's see. I mean, he loves this play. And see, he motions this play out right here with the fade. Let's go. Throws it. Oh. And that's, I mentioned earlier that there's a way to get these passes to be accurate. And he does it right here. Bang. Perfect timing. Clicks on, ags it. That's a wild throw, wild catch. But it's like you can make that consistent. You can make that consistent in this game. Or pretty consistent. I've seen it now. I've seen it. Goes to bunch wide. 45 seconds left and the clock is stopped. 1 timeout left. Throws it. High ball. Bang! Deion Sanders. Touchdown. And if you're fancy, you just need to get 3 now. Like we have seen. This is one of the easiest reads ever. Fancy dips low with his user. This crosser is just always going to be able to get a step on him. Only scary thing here is that Deion Sanders is like 6 foot. So the high ball won't go as high as if it was to Calvin, but touchdown nonetheless. And now Fancy gets a chance to answer. He's only down 3. Here's another replay of this play, courtesy of the boys over at EA. And now Abrams got to get a stop. Fancy's got to get a 3. So, I mean, if Fancy's still in a good, like, each player's in a good spot right here. It's not like the probability meters got to be like 50% each. Although I don't love the immediate play call from Fancy. He hasn't really called this all game, but he hits a dot. Okay. Gets tackled inbounds. That's kind of wild. That animation's crazy. Stops Fancy from getting out of bounds, makes him burn a timeout. Dang. All right. 52 yards to go. 34 seconds for Fancy now to get either 3 or to score a touchdown and take the lead. Very odd because I just said the same sentence for Abram like 2 minutes prior, but double corner routes to the right side. Seeing this over and over again. Then we have a streak attacking that seam from the halfback. Gotta watch him. He's gonna throw the deep corner route. Gonna be a KO right there. That's why those deep zone KOs are so good. Fancy pretty much just needs to be more patient or have a better free form to get it to the sideline. You're just never gonna catch that one. That one's not even shocking. It's tough, man. And these, like, the littlest pass lead differences can make the biggest of differences. 2nd and 10. Anything there? Not really. Halfback underneath. Cook gonna get tackled out of bounds. Fancy right around field goal range, but he's not in it. So 3rd and 3, he actually needs at least a yard right here, I think, to get into, like, he actually needs like 3 yards. So this first down is what he needs for the tie. This is the very edge of field goal range. Does he go double corners again? No, he goes back to this one. Okay. Got the corner. Bad animation. Oh, bad animation. Not the best pass lead ever. Super tight window. Look at this. Man, look where this ball goes. It's kind of hard to see. He actually pushes us all the way out. All the way out. That's low-key on him. I would have rather... Man, I mean, it's hindsight speaking, right? But you had 2 routes that you could have thrown over the middle that would have been clean. Let's see. Does he change his free form at all? Yeah, I mean, look where the ball is. But then, I mean, He catches it like a high ball. He like that's such a weird animation he got. Yeah, man. It wasn't a high ball though. It said bullet pass. Yeah, man, I wonder if the freeform wasn't 100% correct. The freeform seems far outside, but the catch he got, I feel like should have been able to toe drag it. And yeah, he can't kick three here, so he's going for a 4th and 3. Going back to the bunch strong again. We see Dime potential for that same user rush. If you're fancy, you got to be ready for this user rush right here that he ran on you earlier in the game. He's only ran that one time, but it definitely could stop a play. We'll see what Abram does right here. Boom, snaps it. Nothing really there except for the streak. And Abram just blows coverage on the left side. This is the thing. I mean, I'm shocked by this from Abram because he's played a lot of Madden. He tries going aggressive on this left side, goes one-on-one man coverage between these two, and it's shaded down. So you're going to get a press animation. But if he runs a streak, it's a touchdown. And what I think, I think, and I don't even know if this is true, is that Abram thought this guy would be on a drag or a post, right? And instead, Fancy just calls a streak. Man, I am confused by the play, by the coverage, because did he blitz right there? Did he send 4 or 5? Did he send 5? He had to have sent 5, right? No, he sent 4. He tried the user rush right there. Oh. No, dude. That's actually... Okay, so I don't know enough about this user rush. But he's user rushing right here from this guy. And that's that thing that came in free. So if this comes in free, CJ Stroud has to roll out. And the way he beat it last time was rolling out this way. So even if this guy's on a streak and he's wide open, the quarterback's over here, which makes this not a real throw. The only way this guy beats you, if this user rush comes in, is on a drag or a post, but the shade down would defend that. But watch the user rush right here. The user rush gets picked up. And again, I don't know enough about this. But so in theory, this comes free, right? And that's what Abram's trying to do. He's trying to get it come free. We've seen it come free, which would force CJ Stroud to roll out, which means even though the streak is open right up here, you can't make that throw all the way there. You just can't do that. That's an insane throw. That's if he makes that throw, you just look like, okay, you just tip your cap. GG's. See what I'm saying? Actually, kind of good defense. Good defense if the user rush came free. You see, he actually peeled back after the user rush didn't work. That's wow. I just need to know more about that user rush right there. Is that something that you can actually get in or not? I don't know. Abram's gonna have 14 seconds or so. I want to say it's blown coverage, but I get the logic behind it because a third leaves that drag or post open if he rolls out to the right. I get it. 12 seconds, quick throw, verticals, right side. Abram needs 4, which means he needs 7. Actually, it'd only be 6 because you can't kick the extra point as time expires. But nonetheless, he needs a touchdown. 10 seconds left. We're going to see a Hail Mary. I like that immediate quick throw. Let's see what happens right here. Going to go verticals, trying to hit something quick, getting around the 50-yard line. Quick throw. Got it. Oh, almost a double journal could have been crazy right there. And now we're just going to see goalpost Hail Mary. That's a play call. You could argue maybe you get a little bit closer, right? We'll see. 6 seconds. I bet he sends his halfback out from the backfield right here. Gotta assume, and probably gonna. He does. Halfback on a wheel. Halfback's wide open. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second out of bounds. You know, a little fun fact. The reason that 1 second is so long, by the way, is that 1 second shows on the clock from 1.9 to 0.0, whereas 2 seconds only shows from 2.9 to 2.0. So the 1 second on the clock is actually worth 2 seconds. Fun little thing right there. Because some people always say, why is 1 second always so long? It's literally 2. Boom, Megatron. I like that play call right there, dude. A little underneath, try to journal up and try to get out of there. I actually like that play call a ton. GG's Fancy moves on, wins a cool 55 buckaroonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Fancy moves on to the next round. If you're new to the channel, consider that subscribe button. Try to hit 20,000 subscribers. So if you got value from this, seriously, consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. Lets YouTube know to push it to more people. This is pretty good games. We're going to have more of these games coming up on this channel. All right, see you in the next one.